Hello, everyone. I saw a post going around for about a week. First, Lana Del Rey happened to say that she was dead already. Now, I'm not sure how old she is. She's in her 20s, early 20s or late 20s. I have no idea. She's one of my favorite singers, so it's odd that I don't know that because most people that have the internet obsess and know the age and social security number and living arrangement of her like favorite fucking singer. But anyways, she said this, and she's being scrutinized by Kurt Cobain's daughter. Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's offspring. She's being scrutinized because early death isn't cool. Okay, how many of us, you can raise your hand if you want, but I'm not going to see you. How many of us, how many of you, have thought, I wish I was dead? In your teens, in your 20s, I don't know how old you are, but even right now in your life, there's probably points in time where you're like, I wish I was fucking dead. And she said it referring to herself. She didn't say that, it's cool for people to die when they're young. And maybe she said it because she's depressed, or maybe she said it not even in that case, not even meaning to glamorize it, but because maybe she feels like, at this point in her life, there's nothing else she needs, wants, or desires to do, and it feels like her life has run its course. Because I know there are times in my life, even though I'm 23, even when I was 22, that I felt that way. For whatever reason, I felt that way. Because you either lack inspiration, or there's something that you just don't see a point. It doesn't mean you're actually going to kill yourself. It doesn't mean that you're glamorizing it. And it doesn't really mean anything. It just means that she said it. Now, I do agree that a lot of her songs romanticize things that should not be romanticized. Like, I'm not sure about the whole Lolita situation, but Lolita, from what I understand, is a very tragic story, a very sick story, but it's a very popular story. And some of her songs are supposedly based off of that, or the lyrics hint at it, or, they suggest that they're a commentary on it. But my question was, I was thinking of this. Why are we scrutinizing Lana Del Rey? She's not the only person to do this. She's not the only, music isn't the only medium that this has been done in. For one, if you're going to go with music, which pop artist hasn't talked about dying young or living recklessly or whatever? Um, you know, Kesha. I like her music, I do, and I know that she has a degree, and I know that don't scrutinize her because she's actually smart and she's going through a rough time. She just got out of rehab. Shut the fuck up, I know. But her song, "We're Gonna Die Young," or "Die Young," she's basically glamorizing living like a fool because it doesn't matter if you die young because you've already lived recklessly and you've lived for the moment. And that's a little different. I understand that there's a difference between saying I wish I was dead and having your fans, be like, well, maybe I should, too. Why does she feel that way? There's a difference between glamorizing it and saying live for the moment. But you could take Kesha's song either way. Let's be honest. And Lana Del Rey is known for singing about depressing topics, not necessarily glamorizing them, but just that's the subject matter. It's a little dark. It's a little indie. It's a little different. That's why people like her music. People like her music. That's why they like it because it's different. It's not so different that it's unrelatable, but it's different enough for people to go, oh, this sounds different than what's on the market today as far as music goes. But movies have glamorized dying young for years, either to prove a point in the movie, to make it hit home in one way, as in like a traumatic thing, like make the most of your life because you could die at any moment. Or like movies about suicide, and then there's movies like there's one that's coming out soon. Uh, that no one seems to be scrutinizing the person for that wrote the book, or was the movie's being made off the book. Called The Fault in Our Stars. Now I read a portion of it. I could tell where it was going, and I didn't finish it, even though I meant to. I apologize to my friend for not finishing it, even though I told him I was going to. But and I'm not saying it's not a good book. I'm not saying that it's not good writing. I'm not saying that the person is not talented for doing this. But no one's scrutinizing him for writing a book that the characters die young, or there's a character that dies at a very young age. and it's used as an emotional, crowbar, emotional crowbar to get you to fall into the story and attach yourself. And it's preying on people's emotions at the most basic level. Well, I can't, either way, they're promoting a product. They're, part of media, and they're, trying to play on people's emotions. But everyone's scrutinizing Lana Del Rey. Whenever there are other musicians, there are authors, there are movie makers, there are plenty of instances where death has been glamorized, especially death within a youth, or death while young. And it's not just being glamorized in these cases, but it's mostly being used to actually make the media, whatever, a movie, a book, or whatever, more popular. Makes people go, oh, I wonder how the kid dies. I wonder what the story is, or how it's, what's happening, even though this person dies. Or there's just a tragic line, not necessarily a death, but there's a rape, there's an abuse situation, there's a, a kid gets orphaned, or people just treat this one person cruelly, and it's glamorized, because, later on in life, all these good things happen to them. And maybe there's a lesson to all that, like, if you suffer, you'll get more. But why is she being brought under such scrutiny whenever there are plenty of other people and organizations or media outlets that have done this? And maybe she picked a bad choice of words or said it at the wrong time, because she did say, as far as I know, in an interview where other people were witness. But I'm pretty sure anybody has thought that to themselves or said it to themselves. And I feel like, and I for one, don't think that people should be so hard on her about it, even though people aren't really being hard on her. Some people are making a big deal about it, some people aren't, some people don't care. Most people don't care. But, or at least I'm thinking that most people don't care, because a lot of people that I know don't even know who Lana Del Rey is. Younger or older, they don't know. So, they also don't know that Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love even have a kid, so, But I just feel like it's unnecessary to bring one person under scrutiny for something that loads of other shitheads have done. And I would like your opinions in the comments section of this video, as long as you're checking out the links in the description. I'm trying to do more videos and get back into activity, because I went on kind of a month vacation. It wasn't intentional, it was just kind of like, or almost a month, I mean. But I felt like, why, make videos until I actually feel inspired? This video is not intended to be 8 minutes long, but thank you for wasting 8 minutes of your life listening to me jabber on about something that you may or may not have given a shit about. I really do appreciate the time that you've wasted. Please click the links, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, give feedback or not. I really appreciate any time you spend on my channel, or any time that you spend subscribing, or checking out my content, or whatever. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you choose to view this video. I hope you have a beautiful life. I hope that you are surrounded by people you care about, and I hope that you never, or that you rarely, feel the need to wish that you were already dead. So, I just hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later in other videos. So, toodaloos and bye-byes and all that jazz.